Dr. Omar was 40. Successful. Independent. A senior doctor in one of Houston's top hospitals. But when she came home at night, it was just her. Her degrees. Her designer handbags. Her silence. She wanted more.
Before we go further, like, comment, and subscribe to enjoy more thought-provoking stories like this and the lessons they leave behind.
Not just a partner, a family. She wanted to hear a child say, "Mommy." She wanted to stop attending weddings alone. Then came Fred. 33, charming. Playful. Just moved from Nigeria. He said he loved her brains, not just her beauty. He said she made him feel safe. And her spirit whispered, "Be careful." But she smiled and said, "Maybe this is God giving me a second chance." They moved in together after 4 months. He didn't have much. But he gave her gifts, cheap necklaces, sweet words, morning kisses. She paid for his immigration lawyer. She filled the paperwork. She sponsored him for a work permit. She let herself dream. Of marriage. Of babies. But something always felt off. He barely touched her anymore. He made excuses. He was always online. Always scrolling. When she asked questions, he flipped it. "You're just insecure." Then the approval came. His work permit and green card arrived in the mail. And 2 weeks later, he packed his bag and left. No fight. No closure. Just a message, "It's not you. It's me. I need to find myself." Omar stood in her bathroom. She looked at herself in the mirror. No makeup. No smile. Just her. And she whispered, "Why didn't you believe you? Why did you betray your own spirit for a man?" She took off the necklace he gave her, the one she once wore with pride, and flung it into the sink. It made a small clink. But the pain in her chest made a louder one. She took a week off work. Then another. Then another. She stopped eating. She stopped picking calls. Sometimes she'd sit in bed and talk to herself. Other times, she'd hear voices, "You're a doctor, but you couldn't diagnose your own heartbreak. You're older. You should have known better. You knew he wasn't real." She was spiraling. Breaking slowly. Silently. Her sister came to stay with her. Because Omar couldn't be left alone. It wasn't easy. It wasn't quick. It wasn't pretty. But one day, weeks later, Omar got out of bed. She opened her window. And she whispered, "I forgive me." Not him. Her. She forgave herself for choosing loneliness over discernment. For doubting her spirit. For rushing what was meant to unfold. She went back to work. Quieter. Wiser. And more whole than she had ever been.